This is Andrew Klavan on The Culture. We here at Klavan on The Culture have become very concerned about the situation in Arizona. When I say we, I mean, of course, myself and my imaginary friend, Virtue, the wonder dog. Woof, woof. That's right, Virtue. After decades of waiting for the federal government to act to protect the nation's borders, the state of Arizona has passed a new law that is essentially the same as the federal law already on the books, so that local Arizona authorities can now enforce the standing rules against illegal immigration. Fascists! Grr. Easy, Virtue. You fascists! Treating immigrants as if they had broken the law just because they're here illegally? By caving in to the fringe 70% of the state's population, your cynical politicians are essentially trying to criminalize criminality. And I suppose you're going to tell us that these people coming across the border from their native Mexico just happen to be Mexicans. Racists! Rah, rah. You tell them, Virtue. How can you mistreat poor, tiny little Mexicans with their delightful sombreros and low wages and machine guns? Don't you understand that their country has collapsed into a dangerous thugocracy, where jobs are non-existent and drug cartels murder at will, while the government stands by helpless? All these people want is to leave that awful place and bring some of their native culture here to us. And all you can think about is the border. Fascists! Racists! What's a border, after all? A line. What's a line matter? If you were playing baseball and someone hit the ball outside the line, would you call it foul? Well, okay, that would be foul, but what if it was Little League? What about the children? What do these borders mean anyway? One country ends here, another begins there, take the line away, and there are no countries, like a John Lennon song. Yip, yip, yip. Exactly, Virtue. Yip, yip, yip. I couldn't have put it better myself. Imagine no countries. Come on, it's easy if you try. What could go wrong? Your rights would still be protected by the Constitution. It's the law of the land. Okay, there wouldn't be a land, so you wouldn't have the Constitution, but you'd have colorful blankets and wonderful native dances and senoritas with flashing eyes. Maybe that's Spain, but who cares? There'd be no countries. All those troublesome borders would be gone, and there'd be nothing but Mexico. Mexico for everyone! Except for people trying to get into Mexico illegally, they'd be arrested. But everywhere else, wonderful Mexico all around. Yap, yap, yap. All right, calm down, Virtue. Let's try to be fair. Let's consider the other side. There are those who say this has nothing whatsoever to do with race. They say illegal immigration has made crime rates soar, sapped services funded by American taxpayers, and stolen jobs from our poorest citizens. They say cowardly Washington politicians, fearful of alienating the Latino voting bloc, are making it virtually inevitable that drugs, organized crime, and terrorists will make their way onto our soil. They say that no other country on earth fails to defend its borders because they know that the freedoms and benefits of any country won't continue to exist without the political cohesion only borders can provide. Fascists! Woof, woof. That's right, boy. They can't pull logic and facts on us, can they? We know that the goodness and kindness in our hearts for those poor, tiny, itsy-bitsy little Mexicans make us a beacon of compassionatude to all the world. And anyone who disagrees is exactly the same as Adolf Hitler. Rah! Sic 'em, Virtue! Kill, kill! Excuse me. I have to go back to my special room now. This is Andrew Klavan on The Culture. Woof.